Imagine, for a moment, waking up one day to the realization that the life you've been living isn't entirely your own. That the choices you've made, the desires you pursue, and the person you've become are all the result of forces you may not even fully understand. And within you, there stirs a quiet suspicion that there's more to who you are, hidden beneath layers you didn't even know were there. What if I told you that many of us live our entire lives without truly knowing ourselves, trapped in patterns of behavior influenced by the expectations of the world around us? We are so accustomed to playing a role acting out scripts handed down by society, culture, and family that we forget the essence of who we truly are. This is the dilemma that we will explore today. How can we break free from the masks we've worn for so long and uncover the truth of who we are? Stay with me as we dive into the philosophy of self-discovery, where the journey to understanding ourselves is not only profound, but essential to living a truly authentic life. By the end of this discussion, you will have a new perspective on what it means to find yourself and how this discovery could forever transform the way you see the world. Let's begin with a thought from one of the most influential philosophers of the modern age, Friedrich Nietzsche. Nietzsche believed that the search for authenticity was at the heart of human existence. In his groundbreaking work, Thus Spoke Zarathustra, he proclaimed, "Become who you are." This simple statement carries with it an immense challenge. How do we even begin to understand who we are if our true self has been hidden beneath layers of expectations, influences, and societal pressures? At the core of Nietzsche's philosophy is the idea that true freedom comes not from conforming to the rules and norms set by others, but from breaking free from them entirely. He argued that most people are like actors on a stage, performing the roles they were told to play without ever questioning the script. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people never take the time to question it. They live their lives in autopilot, stuck in a loop of routines, fears, and desires that have little to do with their true inner essence. Now, I want you to think about your own life. How much of what you do, think, and feel is truly your own choice? How much of it is shaped by the world around you? And most importantly, when was the last time you stopped and asked yourself, who am I really? You see, the path to self-discovery is not an easy one. It requires confronting uncomfortable truths and peeling back the layers of our personality mask we wear to fit in, to be accepted, to survive. This mask is necessary for functioning in society, but over time, it can become our entire identity. The more we identify with it, the further we drift away from the person we truly are beneath the surface. But there's more to it than just the mask we wear. Behind that mask lies something deeper, something Jung called the shadow. The shadow is the part of us that contains everything we've rejected or ignored, the parts of ourselves we don't like, the qualities that don't fit into the neat boxes we've been told to occupy. Now, don't be mistaken, the shadow isn't just about our flaws or weaknesses. It's also about our untapped potential, the hidden strengths, desires, and talents we've buried, because we've been taught that they're inappropriate, dangerous, or unacceptable. And here's where things get interesting. The shadow doesn't stay buried. It doesn't vanish when we ignore it. Instead, it grows stronger in the background, quietly shaping our actions, thoughts, and emotional reactions. Have you ever found yourself getting unreasonably angry or anxious without understanding why? Or have you ever projected your own insecurities onto others, blaming them for things that, in reality, may have more to do with your own unresolved inner conflict? That's the shadow at work. But here's the fascinating part. The more we resist the shadow, the more powerful it becomes. The key to true self-discovery is not in rejecting or suppressing these hidden parts of ourselves, but in embracing them. When we allow ourselves to confront the shadow and integrate its lessons, we free ourselves from the unconscious forces that have been pulling the strings behind the scenes. And here's a profound truth. The integration of the shadow is not a one-time event. It's a lifelong process, a journey of constant self-exploration and self-awareness. Each time we confront a hidden fear, an unacknowledged desire, or a repressed emotion, we take one step closer to becoming our true selves. But even this isn't the whole picture. If we want to live an authentic life, we must also recognize the impact of the collective, unconscious shared pool of experiences, memories, and symbols that influence us all. Regardless of our individual histories, The philosopher Carl Jung argued that our collective unconscious is the source of many of our deepest fears and desires, and that to truly understand ourselves, we must explore this vast, interconnected realm. To live authentically is to become aware of these unconscious influences and recognize their impact on our thoughts, behaviors, and perceptions. It's about breaking free from the mental patterns that have been passed down through generations, unlearning the beliefs that limit us, and stepping into a new way of being that is uniquely our own. And that's where the journey to self-discovery really begins, not with conforming to external expectations, but with questioning everything we've been taught about who we are and what we're capable of. It's about embracing the unknown, the mysterious depths of our own psyche, and learning to trust the inner wisdom that lies within us all. So, what does this mean for you? How can you begin the process of finding yourself? It starts with a question: what is it that I truly want? Not the things you've been told to want, not the desires shaped by others, but the raw, unfiltered desires that come from the deepest part of you. Take a moment to reflect. What would your life look like if you stopped living according to someone else's script? What if you let go of the need for external validation and instead trusted your inner voice to guide you? You may not have all the answers right away, and that's okay. The process of self-discovery is not about finding a neat, fixed answer to the question of who you are. It's about embracing the journey, the continual unraveling of your true self. And the more you allow yourself to explore the depths of your own being, the more you'll uncover the infinite possibilities of who you can become. Remember, you are not defined by the role you play in society. You are not defined by the labels that others have placed upon you. You are not defined by your past or by your mistakes. You are, and always will be, a unique expression of the universe being with infinite potential. So, let the journey begin. Confront the shadow, question the narrative, and, most importantly, become who you truly are. Because true life, the life that is uniquely yours, begins only when you choose to live it authentically, free from the constraints of the world around you. And with that, remember, you are not just living a life, you are becoming a life. The echoes of your existence are waiting to be heard.